Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another video. It's that time again to look at our college football picks and predictions. This is going to be our quick picks. We're going to go over all of our top 25 matchups. The goal, have it all done within 15 minutes. We're going to try to predict the outcome, the winner, loser, final score. We'll also take a look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. We're going to be moving pretty quick, so make sure to snap in. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments down below. Who do you think is going to win these games? If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link, sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. Let's jump right into it. We have two top 25 Friday matchups. The first one, October 17th, 7 p.m. ESPN, 4-1 Louisville on the road versus number 2 Miami, 5-0 undefeated. Louisville always puts up a very good fight versus Miami, but Miami right now, they are rolling. Some people had them as the number 1 team in the country. Great offense, great defense, great at the line of scrimmage. Miami, 84.9% chance to win, 13-point favorites. They're averaging 35 a game, giving up 13.6, much improved over last year. Louisville, 36 a game, giving up 21. They have Brown at running back. Moss here, great quarterback, but he's not a mobile quarterback, and that offensive line has a lot of holes. That defensive front seven for Miami, they're going to get after it. I did move the score up here. Give me Miami winning it 37-23. Then on Fox at 8 p.m., number 25, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, 5-1 on the road versus the Minnesota Golden Gophers. PJ Flex team, 4-2. Right now, Nebraska, 75.3% chance to win, 7.5-point favorites. 46.5 over under. Nebraska, they're rolling right now. Welcome back to the top 25. 5-star Dylan Raiola looking really good in this Holgorsen offense. 1,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, 5 picks. Johnson, a running back, closing in on 700 rushing yards. Hunter's having a great season. They're averaging 41 a game, throwing for 310, running for 141, giving up 18.7. They have that stout Nebraska defense. And on the other side, Minnesota, 27.3 points a game. Lindsey, veteran here, 9 touchdowns, 3 picks. They're giving up 21. But Nebraska, too much offense on the road. They continue to roll, 26-17. And moving on to our Saturday game, Saturday, October 18th, 12 p.m. on ABC. Number 10, LSU, 5-1. They're the underdogs versus number 17, Vanderbilt Commodores, 5-1. The lower-ranked team, Vandy, the favorites versus LSU. Right now, Vandy, 2.5-point favorites. 49.5 over under. LSU still struggling on offense, 25.8 points a game. They've only scored over 20 one or two times this entire season. Nussmeier not getting the ball out. The offensive line's not getting pushed. They can't run the ball. They're only giving up 11.8. Really good defense, top 10 national defense. Vandy, Diego Pavia playing like his 35th year of college football. They're averaging 43.2 per game, throwing for 259, running for 209. Very balanced team, but where Pavia goes, the offense goes with him. He is the entire offense, only giving up 19.3. This is an upset alert game. Vandy might pull it out, but I'll go with LSU 26-20. Then at 12 p.m. on ESPN, number 12, Georgia Tech, 6-0 undefeated. They're the underdogs here on the road versus Manny Diaz and the Duke Blue Devils, 4-2. Duke might actually pull this one off, 61.8% chance to win, 3-point favorite, 61.5 over under. We're going to see some points here. Georgia Tech loves to run the ball, control time of possession. They're averaging 36.7. This entire offense is Haynes King. He is the entire offense. He throws it, he runs it, he's a leading rusher, and he's a physical rusher, carrying it like 20 to 25 times per game. You can't keep that up over a 12-course regular season. They are running and throwing for 238, giving up 21. Duke, Manny Diaz team, they can score some points. Mensa right now leading the ACC, 15 touchdowns, only 2 picks, 36.5 points a game, giving up 25. They don't have that typical Diaz defense, but gosh, can they score some points. They might pull this off here. Would not be surprising, but give me Georgia Tech on the road, 30-27. SEC Network, 12:45. Number 14, Oklahoma Sooners, 5-1. Coming off that loss to Texas here. They got to get things back on track. They got to get the offense right. Definitely not the defense. Defense is top 10 nationally. John Mateer, is he fully healthy? He needs to get things back on track. And the running game for Oklahoma, they got to get with it. Right now, Sooners, 54.9% chance to win this one. Practically a 50-50 split. They are 4.5-point favorites, 43.5 over under. South Carolina here, 3-3. They are upset-minded, but Sellers, he has to be much better throwing the ball. He's been very questionable passing this year. They're averaging 22.3. That's not going to cut it. Giving up 19. Very stout defense. Oklahoma, 29.2 points a game, only giving up 9.8. This defense will travel with them on the road. Give me the Sooners avoiding the upset, 27-17. 3:30 p.m. CBS, the number 1, the defending national champions, the 6-0 Ohio State Buckeyes here. They have a 94.8% chance to win, 27.5-point favorites, huge spread, 41.5 over under. You have the Buckeyes, 36.8 points a game, giving up 6.8, the number 1 defense, back-to-back seasons. Wisconsin here, 2-4. Luke Fickell on the hot seat. They're only averaging 15.5. One of the worst offenses that you'll see this season. It is far easier to watch paint dry than watch this team play offensive football. They're giving up 22.7. Doesn't matter who they roll out at quarterback. They're going to get abused this game. Ohio State saying won't have to do much here again. Jackson, Smith, Ennis, Tate, the most talented wide receiver core. The Buckeyes cruise. The defense dominates the day, 35-10. They give up double digits for just the second time this season, but it's only 10. Then on Peacock at 3:30 p.m., the 3-3 Michigan State Spartans versus the number 3, the hottest team in the country, the 6-0 Indiana Hoosiers. Kurt Cincinnati signing that new contract, 96.4% chance to win, 26.5-point favorites, 52.5 over/under. Michigan State, Aiden Childs, he's going to have to play a great game here to have a chance. Indiana, 44.8 points a game, giving up 11.3, throwing for 261, running for 241. They dominate this game. They stay hot. They win at 44-17. 3:30 ESPN, number 4 Texas A&M Aggies, 6-0. This game is going to be a shootout versus the 2-4 Razorbacks. Right now, Sam Pittman fired, Bobby Petrino back at the helm. A&M 70% chance to win, 7.5-point favorites, 62.5 over. And we're going to see some really good quarterback play. The Aggies 34.7 points a game, giving up 20.3. Reed right now 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns, 4 picks. They are a little injured at the running back position, but they do have Craver, a primary weapon. On the other side, Arkansas, Green, 1,700 yards, 14 touchdowns, 5 picks. He also has like 500 yards rushing. This offense is legit, 36.3 points a game, giving up 30.7. They give up a lot of points. They're due to get an upset at some point this season. I'll go out on the limb. I'll call it here. Or Razorbacks pull off the upset 30-28. And this next one's a hard one to call. ABC, 3:30 p.m. Number 5 Ole Miss Rebels, 6-0 Lane Kiffin's team, barely squeaking past Washington State, but it's just because they weren't taking that game serious. They'll be on the road. Number 9 Georgia Bulldogs, 5-1 Georgia, very difficult to beat at home unless they're playing Alabama. Georgia 69.7% chance to win, 6.5-point favorites, 54.5 over. Ole Miss 37.8 points a game, giving up 19.5. Chambliss is going to have to play a very clean game here to have a chance in Athens. Georgia, not the best offense right now, 32.2 points a game, giving up 17. They got to get that ground game going. Feed the ball to your playmakers, Young, Branch, Stockton. He's not the best. He's serviceable. This is a game that Ole Miss will come so close to pulling off the upset, but some weird thing happens, some weird call, or just Kirby pulling off his clap stuff, and Georgia wins it 28-24. 4 p.m. on Fox. Number 7, Texas Tech Red Raiders, 6-0. Actually, the number 1 rush defense in the nation. Texas Tech has it. Great stuff to watch. 75.6% chance to win on the road versus the 4-2 Arizona State Sun Devils. Sam Levitt here. If he's fully healthy, this offense can roll. Right now, they're the underdogs. Texas Tech 11.5-point favorites. 48.5 over on Texas Tech. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. They're averaging 47.5 points a game, throwing for 325. Running for 233, giving up 12.2 points per game. This is crazy. No matter who's the quarterback, Morton, Hammond, this offense is going to roll. Dickey, Douglas, weapons all over the place. Arizona State, 26 points a game, giving up 24.7. They have weapons. Levitt, Brown, Tyson. Do they have enough to pull off Texas Tech upset? Yes, but I don't have it happening today. The Red Raiders continue to stay undefeated, 35-20. ESPN 2, 4 p.m., number 22, the Memphis Tigers, 6-0 undefeated. I cannot wait till they match up versus USF. It's going to be for the front runner for the group of 5 for the playoffs. They're on the road versus the 2-4 UAB Blazers, obviously just firing their coach. Memphis, 95.9% chance to win, 21-point favorite, 64.5 over under. Memphis, they can do everything, 40.5 points a game, only giving up 16.2. UAB, although Kitten is having a good season, they just don't have the offense to pull this off. Memphis can throw it, they can run it, they're balanced. They win 45-20. 6:30 on the Big Ten Network. Number 8, Oregon Ducks, 5-1. Right now, Oregon just looking to get things back on track. They kind of got pushed around last week. They are much better than that. This offense will get things back going. They're on the road versus the 3-3 Rutgers Scarlet. Greg Schiano, disciplined coach here. This team is scoring some points, throwing the ball a lot, but they also give up a buttload of points. Oregon, 83.8% chance to win, 17.5-point favorites, 16.5 over under. The Ducks, Dante Moore looking to make up for that game last week. They're averaging 42.2, giving up 15.2. So much speed, so much talent on this team. Look for Dante Moore to have a great rebound game. Rutgers, 35.7 points a game, giving up 27.5. Calamanis right now, great season throwing the ball, but will he have time versus Oregon front 7? I don't think so. The Ducks win it 40-17. In the CW Network, 6:30 p.m., the 3-3 Washington State team, they almost beat Ole Miss last week. Do not underestimate this team. On the road versus number 18, Virginia, 5-1. The Cavaliers, 91.8% chance to win, 17.5-point favorites, 56.5 over under. Washington State, 20.7 points a game, giving up 28. They're actually a pretty scrappy, competitive team. UVA, 43 points a game, giving up 23.8. They beat Florida State. This is one of the front runners, one of the dark horses for the ACC. Morris can throw it. He can run it. I have Virginia winning 34-23. 7 p.m. ESPN, number 21, Texas Longhorns, 4-2. Welcome back to the top 25, coming off that win versus Oklahoma. They're on the road versus the 2-3 Kentucky Wildcats. Mark Stoops, usually very disciplined, run-focused team. If you ever thought Kentucky had a chance here with their offense, that's the big question. What offense? They virtually have no offense. Right now, Texas, 82.1% chance to win, 11.5-point favorites, 42.5 over-under. Longhorns, 28.5 points a game, only giving up 11 top 10 defense. A top 10, top 5 national roster in the country. Arch Manning showed some things last week. I'm sorry, guys. He still has a lot to prove to me. Kentucky are 24.4 points a game, giving up 27.8, but this is no match here. Kentucky might keep it close 1 or 2 quarters. Texas pulls away in the end. They win 28-13. 7:30 p.m. ABC, number 11 Tennessee Volunteers 5-1 on the road versus number 6 Alabama Crimson Tide 5-1. This game has upset, it has shootout, it has everything written all over it. There's going to be some fireworks. Alabama 72.4% chance to win, 8.5-point favorites, 59.5 over under. Tennessee, Josh Heupel, one of the best offensive minds. They can score some points. 48.2 points a game, throwing for 318, running for 210, giving up 29.3. As good as their offense is, that's exactly how bad their defense is. They get scorched every single game. Aguilar, great season. Bishop, Brazel, massive, huge wide receiver core. Alabama, Simpson, Heisman caliber season right now, 16 touchdowns, 1 pick. They got to get Miller going. Got focus on the ground game. Get the ground and pound work in second half. Bernard, Williams, weapons out, wide receiver, 34.8 points a game, giving up 17.3. Focus on that ground game, and you can win these games second half. Bama rolls 32-27. It goes down to the final minutes. And then at 7:30 on NBC, number 20 USC Trojans 5-1. They showed their physicality versus Michigan, facing a similar physical type team right now in number 13 Notre Dame, Fighting Irish 4-2. Notre Dame 68.8% chance to win, 8.5-point favorites, 61.5 over under. I don't like that spread there. USC, this is one of the best national offenses in the country. Lincoln Riley, the best offensive mind. They're averaging 45.5, giving up 21.3. The most talented wide receiver core potentially in the nation. Lemon, Lane, Jordan's lost at running back. They have a deep running back room, though. Mayava having a Heisman season. On the other side, Carr slinging the ball up and down the field for the Irish. 40 points a game, giving up 20.8. The defense has looked really stout the last 3 to 4 weeks. One of the best secondaries in the country. Facing Greathouse, Love, Pierce, weapons all over the place. This is going to be a shootout. These offenses, both these teams need this win to have any shot to make the playoffs. I think Notre Dame wins it at home, 33-27. But guys, this is the game. Flip a coin. That's going to be the outcome. On ESPNU at 7:30, the 3-3 FAU Owls on the road versus number 19, the South Florida Bulls 5-1, competing with Memphis for the group of 5. The Bulls 92.6% chance to win. They rolled last week versus North Texas. They're going to roll here. They're 21.5-point favorites, 73.5 over under. USF 40.7 points a game, throwing for 260, running for 208, giving up 24.7. Brown can do everything. He can throw it, he can run it. They got weapons up and down. Alex Golish has this team ready to go. USF wins it 45-23. 7:45 p.m. on the SEC Network. Number 16, Missouri, 5-1. They lost that game to Alabama, but not a bad schedule going forward. They could sleepwalk potentially to a 10-win season, their third straight 10-win season on the road versus the 3-3 Auburn Tigers. Auburn, they just have the worst luck this season, but as good as their defense is, that defense will give them a shot in any game. They have a 46.3% chance to win. Missouri, a 53.7, practically a 50-50. You have Auburn, 1.5-point favorites, 44.5 over under. Missouri, 41.7 points a game, giving up 16.7 per Bula. You know, Penn State wishes they could go back and keep this guy. Hardy, almost 800 yards rushing. Auburn, 24.7 points a game, giving up 17. Like I said, that defense will give them a shot. I don't like Jackson Arnold's arm, though. Give me Missouri, technically pulling off the upset, 23-20. 8 p.m. on Fox, number 23, the Utah Utes, 5-1, very physical team. Kyle Whittingham, the second longest tenured coach in the country, on the road versus number 15, BYU Cougars, 6-0. When you have some good top 25 versus top 25 matchups, Utah 49% chance to win, BYU 51%, practically a 50-50 split. Utes 3.5-point favorites, 47.5 over under. Dampier, he can do everything. He can throw, he can run. This is the best Utah offense I've seen in like 1 or 2 decades. They're averaging 39.5 a game, running for 248, giving up 13.8. This is a physical team. This is SEC Big Ten type lines here. Their offensive line is one of the best in the nation. BYU 37.5 points a game. They can run at 238, throwing for 210, giving up 14.7. Bachmeier stepping in for Retzlaff. This team has not looked back. Very physical ground game. Their defense, their run game gives them a shot if they can control the clock. But I have the Utes out physicaling them. They win this one. It's usually close first half. They pull away second half. They win 32-20. ESPN2, 8 p.m., number 24, Cincinnati Bearcats, 5-1. Welcome to the top 25 on the road versus 1-5. Oklahoma State Cowboys. Gundy is gone. Cincinnati, 91.4% chance to win, 22.5-point favorites, 57.5 over under. This Cincinnati offense, it is real. 36 points a game, throwing for 260, running for 190, giving up 19.2. Sorsby, he can throw, he can run almost 1,500 yards, 14 touches, only 1 pick. Oklahoma State, 16.5 points a game. One of the worst, most pathetic offenses you can watch this season, giving up 36.7, well over double the amount they score. And they have no chance to win this. Cincinnati wins 28-30. Guys, that's our quick picks. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, drop your comments below. Who do you think is going to win these matchups? We were rolling. Thanks for staying with us. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out the pinned comment below. Click on that link. Sign up there. I would appreciate it. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.